Big announcement today in the effort to help unsheltered people in and around Springfield. The Ozarks Alliance to End Homelessness unveiled its strategic priorities for the next 5 years. The plan is built on 3 pillars: promoting education and engagement, support from the community, and what's called system resilience. That's the ability of the homeless support network to consistently provide services despite potential changes in funding sources. There are 125 organizations partnering with the Alliance, but it says it will take help from a lot of people not already involved to make sure that everyone has a place to call home.
Businesses, our chamber, our elected officials. Really the goal of today's event is to get folks to understand is that this isn't just one agency's problem. This isn't just the city's problem, but rather this is the collective community's problem, and that's going to take everybody, and that everybody has a role to play in homeless services moving forward.
Advocates say another part of the solution is getting people help before they become homeless. That keeps them off the streets and frees up resources for those who are chronically homeless.